A woman has reported seeing an animal, a bit bigger than a Dalmatian, sat on the side of a rural Cheshire road. She was traveling as a passenger in a car when she spotted the big cat at around 12:30 p.m. on Sunday, August 21st. What is thought to have been a brown lynx was sat at the side of the A550 Welsh Road at its junction with Ledsham Hall Lane near Little Sutton. Izzy told Puma Watch North Wales, "I was a passenger in a car, and as we turned onto the Welsh Road, I saw the big cat sat in the road against the bushes. I held my view for about 5 seconds and the animal looked just a bit bigger than a Dalmatian. It was brown with hints of black and pointy ears. It was sat about 15 meters away from any cars." The latest sighting comes 2 months after a fairly large, black animal was reported near Blaken, just outside Chester. A commuter reported seeing a streamlined animal on Sealand Road, near to the Texaco garage. The commuter, Davidson, was driving home from their place of work in Chester at around 12:30 a.m. last Saturday. They reported that the animal ran across the road and into the fields nearby. In 2021, no fewer than 20 sightings of a big cat, or a puma, were reported to Puma Watch North Wales from the Cheshire area. These sightings included footage of an alleged puma stalking through fields in Frodsham, a big cat on the Chester Meadows, and another pouncing in front of a car on the Tarvin roundabout. In February, the UK government set out the steps it takes to investigate such reports. After the Welsh government announced that reports of wild big cats are taken seriously and investigated thoroughly. A spokesperson for the Department for Environment, Food and Rural Affairs said, "If Natural England were presented with credible information to suggest there was a big cat living wild and posing a threat to agriculture, it would work with DEFRA to take appropriate action. Evidence would be assessed on a case-by-case basis. Natural England would analyse any evidence presented to them, at first internally, and take expert external advice as and when it's needed. Likewise, if any were presented with credible information to suggest there was a big cat living wild and posing a threat to public health and safety, it would report the matter to the local police." Rare cases of escapees, such as a lynx from Dartmoor Zoo in July 2016, tend to involve the local authority, as the escape is likely to have resulted from a breach of the Keepers Dangerous Wild Animals Act 1976 license, or zoo license. In all cases reported to Natural England in recent years, there has been no credible evidence supplied that would justify any action by DEFRA Home Office Police. There have been 3 sightings in the last few weeks, including homeowner Luke Hickman, 30, who recorded a black panther outside his home in Newton, Cheshire. Doorbell camera footage showed the creature bigger than the average house moggy, with a long and curved tail move from behind his car before vanishing out of sight. 2 days earlier, Julie Murphy, who lives 10 minutes away, near Warrington, spotted an animal matching Luke's description when it charged at her vehicle. "Even though it was dark, I could tell it wasn't a fox," she told the Warrington Guardian. Rick, who runs the Big Cat Conversations podcast, says the predators very occasionally venture into urban areas at quiet times in the search for food. He added, "This is probably due to a big cat having a nearby territory and occasionally diverting to the urban edges." Earlier this month, Josh Williams, 17, thought he filmed a big black cat feeding on something like a dead animal while camping near Mermaid's Pool in the Peak District. He told the Stoke Sentinel that he heard an occasional crunching sound on the footage, which he believed was most likely a sheep being eaten. Britain's Big Cat Mystery gathers together some of the nation's most compelling photo and video evidence that wildcats are roaming free in our countryside. They included John Bilney's 2020 photos of a big cat's torso, which expert Trevor Mackenzie said was the most conclusive piece of evidence he had seen.